Let's talk about the term Antichrist for a few minutes. The word Antichrist is in the Bible. 2 John 1 verse 7, for many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh. Such a one is the deceiver and the Antichrist. Another verse, 1 John 4, starting verse 1, Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God. Every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard was coming and now is in the world already. So what does the context here show us about the Antichrist, or the term Antichrist? A person, anyone who denies Jesus Christ or does not confess him is Antichrist. There's the term it comes from, Antichristos, an opponent of the Messiah. Here's another spot in scriptures where this term is used. 1 John 2, verse 18 starting, Children, it is the last hour. And as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come. Therefore we know that it is the last hour. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have continued with us. But they went out, that it might become plain that they all are not of us. But you have been anointed by the Holy One. You all have knowledge. I write to you, not because you do not know the truth, but because you know it, because no lie is of the truth. Who is the liar? But he who denies that Jesus is the Christ. This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. So again, what does it say the Antichrist is, or the context? Who is an Antichrist? Anyone who denies the Father or denies Jesus is Antichrist, or an Antichrist. And not only are there Antichrists, there are false Christs. Matthew 24, verses 23 and 24, Then if anyone says to you, Look, here's the Christ, or there he is, do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. And the term that's from is pseudo-Christos, a false, if you will, Messiah, or a false Christ. And Mark is pretty much a parallel account, exact wording, Mark 13, verses 21 and 22. Now, as we look at this topic from the book of Revelation, some believe or think the Antichrist is a beast. And we read from Revelation 17, there are many chapters with parts of this vision. But in Revelation 73, and he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and had 7 heads and 10 horns. And the word that beast comes from is this one right here, therion, a dangerous animal, a beast. But we looked at the term Antichrist in this lesson, and you've seen pretty much every use of it in Scripture. Antichrist is not used in the book of Revelation. Here's a statement from Wikipedia where futurists trying to interpret the book of Revelation said it's usually understood that this revived empire symbolized in the book of Revelation will be ruled by the Antichrist, though some refer to the beast itself as the Antichrist. And I know of some religions have movies, even young children, and they see this beast at a time of a doctrine of premillennialism that they teach, and frightening to some. But here are some of my thoughts. We already mentioned not one time is the word Antichrist in the book of Revelation. You already have knowledge from this few-minute slide of all uses of Antichrist in the Bible and know what the term means. Anyone who opposes Christ is Antichrist. There is no one specific granddaddy, if you will, Antichrist. Anyone who opposes the Father and the Son as the spirit of the Antichrist is an Antichrist. Many Antichrists have already gone into the world. So don't be fretting about a misunderstood vision of a beast in the book of Revelation. It would take a long time to study and understand better the book of Revelation. What you need to be fretting about is if you deny Christ, you yourself have the spirit or are an